Hey guys, my name is Daniel Mudhaki, and I'd like to thank all of you for joining me today. Most importantly, I'd love to thank God for enabling us to be here, for He's given us life. And so in today's video, guys, I'd like us to talk about foundation. You know, foundation is something that supports something else, all right? And in our lives as human beings, foundation could be principles that we live by, or even ideals that we believe in. And I'll give you an illustration here. If someone wanted to build a skyscraper, the most important thing they need to do as an engineering team is visit the site that which they intend to build. And once they're on site, they do lab tests of the soil to ensure that this soil is worth what they're trying to build. They check the density of the rock that is below there. Is it strong enough to hold a skyscraper they're trying to build? Okay? And I'll tell you one thing. If that team on the ground compromises at that point and approves something that is not worth being approved, then once the building is done, it will definitely show that a compromise was made on the foundation. And I'll tell you guys the same thing. My life and your life today is a constant construction site. Think about it. We are trying to build so many things in our lives. If I think about it, I'd say we're trying to build education, we're trying to build careers, we're trying to build families, we're trying to build social relationships, we're trying to build businesses, we're trying to build our own spiritual, mental, physical health. So all these things, we are in a constant construction site. And today I'm here to remind you that the foundation that you lay in building all you're building is the most important thing. My brothers and sisters, I'll tell you one thing. Foundation is never tested when things are rosy, when things are good, but it's tested when pressure is applied. Then we know if the foundation was right or wrong. And today, my brothers and sisters, I want to ask you, what foundation have you laid for your marriage? What foundation did you lay for your career that you have today? What foundation did you lay for your business? Some of you are having trouble because of the foundations you laid. You started a business from proceeds of corruption. You got into a marriage for financial security. You got into a career the wrong way. You got a job the wrong way. And I'll tell you, my brothers and sisters, you need to have foundations that are solid. The good book gives us a story of the two builders, the wise builder and the foolish builder. And the Bible says that the wise builder built his house on rock. And when the troubles came, the waters rose and the winds blew, his house stood its ground. But the foolish builder built probably the same house or even better, but he built it on sand. And when troubles came, the house did not stand. It was swept away by the winds and by the rising tides. And so, my brothers and sisters, I want you to look into your life and ask yourself, what foundations do I stand on? If difficulty comes, will my marriage stand? If difficulty comes, will my business stand? I'll tell you today, be in a marriage with a foundation of love, a foundation of loyalty, a foundation of truth. Start a business with integrity, my brothers and sisters. Have a career that is based in ethics. Okay? Because most of us are going through trouble because of the foundations we laid. They weren't proper. And I'll tell you, my brothers and sisters, that when you build a relationship on lies, you build a relationship on selfishness, you build a relationship on pride, you build a business on greed. Guys, you can see what's happening in the country. Corruption is right, left, and center, and that is a product of greed. Because when you think of yourself, then nobody else matters. And the day we spoke about love, we realized that you need to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And so, guys, it's important that we have foundations that will hold strong when things become difficult. Right now, with the COVID pandemic, things are difficult. We said households are being put under pressure. Businesses are being put under pressure. Okay? Will you compromise your business? Will you sign a tender that you know is not right just so that you can get money? Will you compromise your morals at the office just to retain your job? My brothers, let me tell you. There's a book written by a man called John Huntsman. It's called Cheaters Never Win. And in that book, he says that gray will never be a substitute of black and white. And when there is pressure, most people turn into living in the gray. You live in the gray area. You compromise so many things. And let me tell you, one day, they will come to fall. Whatever it is you're building will crumble when you compromise on the type of foundation that you lay. Today we have the pyramids of Giza still standing. If you Google, you'll see those things had foundations of rock almost 2 tons a piece. And they've stood the test of time, 4,000 years. The desert winds have beat them, but they've stood the test of time. And so I'll tell you, my brothers and sisters, this situation we are going through is a season. And for some, whatever you build will stand. For others, whatever you build might crumble. But I'll tell you today that have a foundation that is a rock. My foundation, I'll tell you today, is God. Because He is unmovable, He is unshakable. And so I'll urge you today, guys, to look into your lives and see what foundations do you have in the things you have built. Will they stand the test of time, or will they crumble on pressure? Until next time, may God bless you, keep safe, and take care.